buyers or home buyers, listen up. This is the biggest mistake that I see people make when they start their house hunting. What other costs should you budget for when it's time for you to buy a home? Think your down payment is all you need to save for? Think again. As a first-time home buyer, here's what else you should budget for beyond your down payment. Let me break down the list of items you should budget for when it comes to buying a home. Number one is budgeting for your home inspection. This is something that you're going to pay for at the property that you're purchasing. It's going to cost you anywhere from $450 to $750 to pay for a home inspector to do a general home inspection of the property. Number two is the appraisal. It's going to cost you around $500 to $600, and you're going to be giving the lender your Visa or charge card so they can charge the appraisal before you even close escrow. And yes, this is something that you pay for as a home buyer. Another thing, number three, is your closing costs, which is usually about 3 to 4% of your purchase price. If you're wanting a more detailed breakdown of how much that will be, look at the video before this and you'll find all the information and the breakdown for how much your closing costs will cost you. Another big thing to budget for is home insurance. That's going to often cost you about $1,500 to $2,500, and this is going to be paid for upfront in escrow. You're going to have to pay for your home insurance before you close your escrow. And a lot of home buyers don't really understand or know about this cost. And lastly, you're going to want to budget an emergency savings. Yes, you need to cushion just a little, just in case something breaks or falls apart. Okay, anything can happen as soon as you walk into your property that you just closed on, right? So just make sure that you have a little bit of an emergency savings in your bank just in case anything happens. All of this adds up, and if you don't plan for it, it can delay your home purchase. This is one of the biggest mistakes that I see people make when they start house hunting. Everyone knows you need to save for your down payment, right? And most people even know nowadays that you don't really need 20% down anymore. You can buy a house with as little as 3.5% down with an FHA loan, or 3% down with a conventional loan, or even 0% down if you are a VA. If you can use a VA loan or a USDA loan, you can use 0% down. What most people forget is this: your down payment isn't the only thing you need to pay for. There are other costs and out-of-pocket costs that come up when you're buying a home. So let's talk about it. This is my new video series for home buyers. We're going to be talking about all of the things you need to know. Watch out for the next video. We're going to go over how much is the down payment for maybe a $450,000 home. We're going to break it down, and that way you're better prepared when it comes to buying your first home or your next home. Go to the next video so you can see what other costs are involved with buying a home. How much would your closing costs be for buying a home? So if you actually put your closing costs at 3% of whatever your purchase price is, okay? So let me break it down to you. I'm going to give you an example. So your down payment and your closing costs will cost you about 6.5% of whatever the purchase price will be of the home that you are purchasing. Now, let me give you an example. So if you're purchasing a home that's going to cost you $450,000, your down payment's going to cost you $15,750. The closing cost is going to cost you $13,500. So how much would it costs you to buy a home? Now, remember that this is all an estimate. Sometimes you can get some lender credits or do some, ask the seller to pay for closing costs, but this is just a rough estimate so that you can know exactly how much you need to save when it comes to buying a home. Now, how much will your closing costs and your down payment cost you for buying a house that's $450,000? It's actually going to cost you $29,250 is what it's going to cost you to buy a home. That's your closing costs and your down payment. Number one thing that home buyers don't know, and this is something you should really keep in mind, is that you need to know that your money for your down payment or your closing costs should be in the bank for about 3 to 4 months. This money needs to be seasoned in the bank. So no, your money cannot be under the mattress. It cannot be in the safe. Okay, no, your money needs to be in your bank account in order to use it for your closing costs or your down payment. So no, you can't have the money under your bed. That's not how it works. As a first-time home buyer, here's what else you should know. Remember, owning a home comes with responsibilities, but planning ahead makes it a lot less scarier. All of this adds up, and if you don't plan for it, it can delay your home purchase. So remember all of these major mistakes to avoid when it comes to getting ready to buy your home, or if you're an escrow, make sure you have all of these things and taken care of before you go ahead and start writing up your offers. Hopefully all these videos that we're putting together are going to help you make a better financial decision when it comes to buying a home.